And welcome back to Blackboard Stadium for the second game of the second match day here, as the home side, the Charleston Battery, gets set to take on DC United. It's Andrew Bell with Dane R. Lucas alongside me. And let's quickly, before I get to you, Dane, let's quickly run through the starting lineups for the folks joining us tonight on the webcast. For the visitors, let's start with the goalkeeper. In goal, Andrew Dykstra. The back four, Jalen Robinson, Connor Shinosky, Taylor Kemp, and Steve Birnbaum. In the midfield, it's Ruben Ayana, Jared Jeffrey, Victor Munoz, Kyle Porter, and two forwards listed tonight for Ben Olsen's DC United, Connor Doyle and Michael Seaton. The Battery start with Eric Shannon in goal. Quinton Griffith will play at right back. Colin Falvey, Sean Ferguson, and John Wilson, the other three members of the back four. In the midfield, Amadou Sanyang, Michael Chang, the Cuban, Austin Savage, a local product from Stratford High School, Jared Van Schaik, and Zach Prince, the five-man Battery midfield, and the lone striker tonight for the Charleston Battery, the Jamaican from Tivoli Gardens, Kingston, Jamaica, Dane Kelly. And Dane R. Lucas, what should we expect from tonight's game? I mean, clearly, looking at DC's team, they're playing their second 11.
Yeah, it is certainly the second 11 if you look at the roster from top to bottom, but certainly much to play here for Ben Olsen's boys. And last year was basically a season played on the back foot in terms of constantly having to struggle, battle back from behind. Only 23 goals on the season, conceding 59 of them. So obviously this season, but more importantly this preseason, really focusing on scoring goals, getting attacking play, and getting those front two in Doyle and Seaton some opportunities at goal. Obviously Eddie Johnson coming in, the major move of this off-season for this DC United squad. So a lot of fun, going to be a good matchup here between two ready teams getting ready to start this preseason off.
Dane Kelly and Austin Savage over the ball for the Charleston Battery, who do have the ball as we get underway here. And back it goes to the goalkeeper, who clips it away. There's an early foul. It'll be a free kick for the Charleston Battery at the halfway line. It was Dane Kelly who got knocked to the ground. The Battery were headed to a tie with Seattle on the opening day of the Carolina Challenge Cup, but Brad Evans converting a penalty in the 89th minute gave the Sounders all 3 points and the win. And here are DC on the ball here early on with Munoz. It's Munoz turns, looks up, flicks it out to this near side. Robinson plays it back inside, and DC enjoying a good spell of possession here at the start of the game. That one floated over towards the far side. It's headed down, and a comfortable take in the end for the goalkeeper, Eric Shannon, who I don't think he featured on Saturday. It was Ramos who started the game for the Charleston Battery. There's the kick out from the Battery goalkeeper. There'd be one in the midfield, and Sanyang comes up for the Battery. John Wilson, Charleston's left back, a former DC man. Very much the veteran on this Charleston Battery side. Here's Quinton Griffith. Now Van Schaik shrugs off the challenge and slots it through to Prince. Prince, top of the 18, the former College of Charleston man, trying to win a corner down there, and he keeps possession and flicks it across the face. Unlucky as DC clear it away. Another former College of Charleston product holding up the DC man there, Michael Seaton, and it'll be a free kick. It was Ferguson who fouled Seaton. So back underway here, still inside the first couple of minutes. It's 0-0 at Blackboard Stadium.
Ferguson with a big preseason to prove to Coach Anhauser that he can fill that void that has been left next to Colin Falvey. He will be searching for a center back partner throughout this campaign, and Ferguson, the second-year man out of College of Charleston, certainly capable of doing so, has all of the quality, strength, and speed at the center back position.
John Wilson being invited into the attack here. Turns, not a lot on for him, goes backwards to Ferguson, who who will square it now to Colin Falvey, the Charleston Battery Club captain. Here's Griffith. Left-footed ball forward, looking for Kelly. Kelly trying to spin Shinosky, who just shrugs him off, and it's all the way back now to a former Charleston Battery player, Andrew Dykstra. Dykstra in goal tonight for DC, spent 2 seasons with the Battery and was a member of the 2012 USL Pro Championship winning side. Popular figure here in Charleston, South Carolina with the Battery. As that one will run through to his opposite number, Shannon, in goal for Charleston. If you're joining us late, the first game of match day 2 finished tied as Seattle came from behind to earn a 1-1 draw against Houston Dynamo. Did you watch that game, Dane?
I did, yeah. It was a great game. Houston got out early courtesy of Brad Davis with a sleek little move in the box to get himself open. It was a nicely finished goal. And then Seattle battling back. Obafemi Martin's getting a header in the box. It was a lovely placed header, and got to see former Charleston Battery man Mike Azira playing with the Sounders for the second portion of that game. So good to see the local boy moving up in the ranks.
DC won their first game of the tournament on Saturday, a 2-0 win over Houston. So well placed heading into the second match day here. United will be looking to get a result tonight. Although, as we have said, this is certainly a not the starting 11 for DC, which you would think will be featuring on Saturday night when they close out the tournament against Seattle Sounders. Nice work here from Seaton. Sets it back to Robinson.
Yeah, historically, Andrew, this is the game that presents the most problems for the coaching staff. This second of 3 games where you've got a bunch of games in tight spaces and you just want to try to get everybody involved, have your second team in as much as they can, and obviously Ben Olsen choosing to start his second team here tonight against the Battery.
Here's Sean Ferguson for Charleston. Looks downfield. Not a lot on for him from the midfield. He'll turn and send it back to the goalkeeper. DC, it would seem, content to allow Charleston possession here. Now a bit of pressure. Forces the long ball forward from Ferguson. Kelly across on the cover and chase. And Robinson is there for United. That's on frame for Dykstra. Needs to be a little bit careful. And just plays it back out to this near side. And in the end, the tackle comes in from Dane Kelly, and it'll be a goal kick for United. We're almost 6 minutes in, no score, and no real chances as yet. It was a miserable day here in Charleston, South Carolina, by the way. It rained from right when I got into the office this morning at 9 o'clock, and it was supposed to let up at 4 or 5 o'clock, but it's actually been misting here at the stadium ever since. I think we had 77 degrees yesterday. It was down to, well, they're predicting down to 37 tonight. So it's a little bit of a cold snap in what has been quite a pleasant few days in Charleston, South Carolina. Here come DC on the near side with Seaton. Turns and tries to get to the byline. Ferguson is quick enough to get his body in the way and strong enough to hold him off and earn a free kick.
Michael Seaton, no stranger to the Charleston Battery. He actually spent some time last year with the Richmond Kickers, who, of course, won the regular season in USL Pro. And Michael Seaton, as a 16-year-old, trying to break into the squad, originally from Jamaica, and he's actually doing quite well this preseason. Had the insurance goal, the second goal in the game against the Houston Dynamo on match day 1.
Here's Wilson for the Battery. Opens it up and asks Griffith to open his legs up on the far side. Griffith held up over there. Quite a quick player, Quinton Griffith. That was good work from Carl Porter to get back goal side. There's a long ball down the line. Prince drops to the ground. He led with the arm there, did he? And the referee has a look, and he is going to give DC United a free kick. It was Chang, actually. My apologies to Zach Prince. Michael Chang, the Cuban midfielder. actually signed with the Battery last year. Didn't see much time. He was injured for much of the year, unfortunately. Apparently healthy now.
Yeah, he's someone that Battery fans nor the staff has really seen too much of in action. And as that one rolls out of play, it's going to be exciting to watch him because he's somebody who has loads of potential in the middle of the park. In the off-season, played for an indoor team in Wichita and actually scored 9 goals for them. So he does possess that quality that Coach Anhauser is looking for.
It's a natural grass surface here at Blackboard Stadium. These spring games on the rye grass, particularly the late games, the field gets very slick, and you'll see the players potentially struggle with the surface. We'll see how they get on tonight. We just saw Griffith slip over earlier as DC work it forward here. Seaton trying to slip it into the gap. Ferguson is there and just drills it away, concedes a throw-in on this near side. I was talking in the press box to Steve Goff from the Post, the Washington Post. So certainly you could look for a story from him tomorrow morning. Always great to see him. Really one of the great soccer writers in the United States. It's this time of year, it's a chance to see some of those folks as all these teams from Major League Soccer converge into Charleston, South Carolina. We're in the 10th minute here at Blackboard Stadium. It's 0-0. Jared Jeffrey works it out to the left side. Ayana has a look. He comes across to Jeffrey. In turn, he's asking for help from the rest of the midfield. Now it's sent forward. It's given away. Wilson parries it to Prince. Prince back to Wilson. Oh, nice little bit of skill from the former DC man. Here's Sanyang. Didn't know he had that in his repertoire. Chang. Good control from the Cuban. Griffith is going to have a go, and this time he's got the pace to get around, and an early ball into the middle, and a good take in the end from Andrew Dykstra, who was always favourite to pluck that one out of the air ahead of Austin Savage.
Well, that's what Quinn Griffith can do right there. He can take on defenders one-on-one. He can burn them with pace, and then he's got a fantastic cross in. You see Austin Savage right there, just wait in the middle of that 6-yard box. That one a bit too close to Dykstra, but Quinn Griffith certainly with the pace to get behind defenders and the quality to put in those great service balls. Here
comes Dane Kelly. Oh, he missed his target there, but Griffith will pick up the loose ball. Porter will need to be careful. He just saw the pace of Griffith as it comes whipped in off the left foot. Player goes down. It's Prince trying to slip it in. It's away, scrambled away by United. Here come Charleston again. Wilson. An awkward one into the middle. Good defensive work from United. Jeffrey will send it back to Dykstra, and a no-nonsense clearance from the former Battery man. Falvey wins the header, but here comes Porter now for United. Having a run at Griffith himself. Comes back inside. Munoz. Curls it wide. They're appealing for offside, not given. It doesn't matter because Seaton's touch was poor, and the Battery get a throw-in.
Munoz was the one who created that second goal to Seaton over the top. Beautiful lob pass right into the stride of Michael Seaton. And Victor Munoz, youngster from Spain, really a lot of quality in that midfield. Deep, low-lying midfielder that can see and has that tremendous vision to see those passes.
Throw in down the line from Griffith. It's an awkward one back to Ferguson, who will take a touch and bring it across to this near side, and then looking for Prince. Came off Prince, so it'll be a throw-in for United. Robinson takes it quickly. Birnbaum back to Dykstra. Shinosky. Charleston holding in their midfield shape just at the halfway line. Now it comes out to this near side. Wilson, though, able to parry the head clear. Robinson cuts inside Prince. Ayana. Bit of a loose touch again from Seaton, but he hangs on to possession. Jeffrey plays it forward. Still DC possess here with Munoz. Porter just holds off the challenge of Van Schaik. A little flick and the Battery will lump it away via Colin Falvey to concede a throw in here on this near side. The Carolina Challenge Cup concludes on Saturday with DC United versus Seattle. Oh, hold on a second, here comes Dane Kelly. Kelly slips it in for Prince. Prince wide. The midfielder's trying to get up to meet the play. It's a good ball across and back into the middle. It comes off the Battery player last. It'll be a goal kick.
It was a beautiful interception there from Dane Kelly. Take advantage of a stray pass in the back, and that's what Dane Kelly is so effective at. More than scoring goals or anything, he never relents on the back four, always putting pressure on, and they're creating a chance as Zach Prince put in a tempting ball through the middle of the box.
As I was saying, the Carolina Challenge Cup concludes on Saturday. United will take on Seattle Sounders at 5 o'clock, followed by the Battery versus Houston 15. Looks like most of the game back, and then Cordovez loses it in the tackle. Out it comes to Kemp on this near side. It's greasy surface they're playing on now. We've had rain all day as Griffith comes across Sebele and concedes a free kick. Charleston are going to make a change. It's going to be Quinton Griffith who makes way for Miguel Teos on trial with the Charleston Battery. Young player. Greenville, South Carolina native. Almost 20 minutes played in the second half, no score. Charleston dig in and they win it with Marini, and he does enough to earn the Charleston Battery, the home side, a throw-in. The tournament, the Carolina Challenge Cup concludes on Saturday as United take on Seattle Sounders at 5 o'clock, followed by the Battery versus Houston Dynamo at 7:15. Marini tackle, but Charleston for a moment gathered possession back. Free kick conceded by Charleston, and we'll have a free kick for United on the far side. They play it short. Out towards Kemp. Lovely first touch to get past Teos. Little ball up to Francois, who's just shrugged off the ball, and Ruggles, though, can't pick out a teammate as possession goes straight back to United.
Well, the Battery right now is just collect the ball and dump it down the other end of the pitch. Just trying to take a bit of the steam out of the game, but I think they'd be better.
Birnbaum and among them. It's won back by the Battery. The game picks up with a little bit more intensity here as Cordovez has a crack. He does have a good left foot, but on this occasion doesn't catch it cleanly, and that's easy for Willis. And I think that was a 10-player change, wasn't it?
Yep, 10 for 10 right there, and Cordovez on that last shot, just bringing back flashbacks of about 8 months ago. And so often he would come off the bench and just put a charge into this game, into those games with that left foot of his.
There's a little chip ball forward. Charleston asking for offside on Johnson, not given. They play it round the outside. Across it comes. Falvey is there to defend. Steps away with possession. Drills it towards Kelly at the halfway line. Boswell is there to take possession back for United and go all the way back to Willis in goal.
Well, just because the first team is on doesn't mean Charleston needs to stray away from what they've been doing. Keep their defensive shape, knock it around the park when they can, and look to release Cordovez or Dane Kelly whenever they get the chance. Obviously, with the first team on, chances will come few and far between in the next 20 minutes here.
You could understand the players that came on at half-time for United might be a little bit put out, only getting 20 minutes to show what they can do, but such is the nature of this business. Ben Olsen had seen enough, and he wants to see his first team here for the last 20 minutes, and they're all on now as Ruggles sends it forward. Kelly turns but loses possession. Tries to dig in and win it back, but it's United with it. Johnson swings it across. It's given away. Mueller up to Portillo. Slips it forward to Kelly. Kelly sends it round the outside, and I'm not sure whether he would have been offside there, Cordovez, but it's straight through for a DC United throw-in. Back it goes to Willis. Spindler beaten in the air. Portillo just shrugged off the ball there. And United can push on again. Oh, that's a nice little overlap. Ruggles managed to get in the way of it.
It's going to be fascinating in the midfield for the next 20 minutes with 3 guys from the Battery who are all in their first professional year against some really proven veterans for DC United. Davy Arnaud, Luis Silva, Perry Kitchen and Nick DeLeon.
Espindola fouled. It'll be a free kick for United and a yellow card for Tios, who just left his left foot in a little bit there on Espindola. No damage done. It'll be, I think that's Davy Arnaud, is it, to take it? Silva, rather. Luis Silva will take the free kick from this near side. Plenty to aim at in the box. Eddie Johnson there or thereabouts, and here it comes. Oh, it's a great ball in, and it's into the back of the goal. It was slip header. I don't even know if it took a touch, and United have taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, I think Davy Arnaud is claiming it. He's the one coming out and celebrating with his hand up, but if there was a touch, it was the slightest little deflection. I think Andy Ramos could have had a better play on it on a drier surface, but you see him slip, and that one just goes trickling into the back of the net. Off the set piece, it was certainly building up in terms of momentum for United, and that one breaks the seal right there as the first teamers come in.
Crept in at the back post, and let's see if the home side can respond. 1-0 down here. United put in the starters and get an immediate response within a couple of minutes. 1-0 up against the Battery. Arnaud, I believe, claiming the goal as Cordovez keeps possession alive. Here come Charleston, though, with Tios. Just ran out of room as United clip it away. Back out to Cordovez. Tries to fire it in for Dane Kelly. It was a bit flat, and the ball now is played long, looking for, gets it wide. And here come United again on the far side. Espindola tried to just slip it wide, and Charleston win it back. It's Van Schaik. Up to the halfway line, Dane Kelly. Turns and running at them, gets it wide to Cordovez. He'll be looking to bring it onto his left foot here. Slips it inside for Kelly. Kelly can't get the shot away and loses possession as he tries to drag it across his body, and United have it back. Sean Franklin over there on the far side involved. It's back out to this near side. It's given away by United. Falvey with possession now. Chips the ball forward. Cordovez, loose touch. And Silva plays it up to Eddie Johnson. De Leon leaves it for Espindola, who just drops it down the line for De Leon. Espindola again. Squares it. Kitchen in turn. Up to Arnaud, and now Johnson. Here's Perry Kitchen. Has to go back to the halfway line. Christian. Drops it down the line. Lovely play that. That's a good ball in. Oh, he had to score. And he fires wide from 6 yards out. It was Eddie Johnson. And it remains Charleston 0, DC United 1.
Well, it was Espindola and Fernandez who did all of the work. The easy part was left for Eddie Johnson just to tuck it home, and a mistouch there inside the 6 as Andy Ramos applying pressure. But that is what DC United needs, those goal scores. That's what Eddie Johnson was brought in to do, is put the ball in the back of the net, and right there, unable to do so on a greasy surface.
Good tackle from Mueller. Tios finds Van Schaik. Oh, he does well to slip away from Arnaud and looks to play it round the corner for Kelly, but he missed the pace, the pass rather, missing the pace it required. Van Schaik has to come across on the cover now and earns his side a throw-in.
Van Schaik's been put into an interesting spot here in this preseason because there is a void in the center of the attacking lineup for Charleston. With Nicky Patterson and Jose Cuevas not returning, somebody's going to have to step up. In the first half, he was asked to do so, playing a bit more attacking midfielder, and he's so solid defensively in the midfield. You wonder if that might take away a little bit from his game, but it's all to be seen here at the rest of this preseason. Who will fill that void in the central attacking midfield?
Down the line it goes. Oh, lovely stuff from Espindola, who squares it into the middle. They were just begging for it there. Looked like the Battery players were watching it as well, as DC take possession back quickly from Charleston. And here they come again down the line. Another chance for a square cross. It comes in. Has to be, surely. Oh, it was saved. I think it was palmed away by Ramos to keep it at 1-0.
Well, the floodgates have opened here, certainly. Possession has almost fully swung in the favor of DC United, and Charleston just holding on by a mere thread.
It's going to be a corner kick for United. They'll send up the big defenders. 77th minute, 1-0 the score. United with the advantage. It's certainly swung in their favor since they made that full team change at the 70-minute mark. Ben Olsen had seen enough of his reserve players and will be much happier with what he's seen in the last 10 minutes. Well, apart from that, as it's given away off the corner, and Charleston get a throw-in, level with the 18-yard box on this near side. That won't make the defenders very happy. They ran all the way up and then they played it short from the corner. Free header for United. Espindola to Johnson. Turns, looks up and rolls it back to Franklin. Now Kitchen. Silva. Wide to Christian. De Leon. Back to Christian. Little chip forward. Mueller parries clear, but only as far as Espindola, who shrugs Tios off the ball. Who comes and nicks it away and then is fouled, and that'll be a free kick for the Battery.
I'll tell you, Espindola's been great since coming on just 10 minutes ago. He really has been active all up and down this left-hand side, and the goal did, or excuse me, the best chance at goal coming from Eddie Johnson came from the work between him and Franklin. And in from New York Red Bulls, he scored 3 goals last year with Toronto FC. He's looking to fill in.
Mueller in with the challenge at the halfway line. It's Espindola who controls it. He's been at the heart of everything for United here in this the latter period of this second half. United 1-0 up, looking for a second consecutive Challenge Cup victory. Would set up a grandstand finish on Saturday as they play United in that Seattle Sounders rather in the first game on Saturday. Charleston are going to make a change here in a second, bring on some fresh legs. There's a long ball forward from United. Johnson just held off. It's headed into touch, and here comes the change. It'll be Dane Kelly making way for Avery, who comes on. Ryan Avery. Kelly gets a round of applause, the Jamaican striker.
Well, he'll be coming off knowing that he left at least 1, maybe 2 goals out on the pitch. Had his chances early in the first half, and may look back on those as the game-tying chance when it's all said and done.
Yeah, had one really good chance when he was through on goal, and then just looking back as well, Savage, of course, hitting the post. And I'm sure they're rueing those misses, the Charleston Battery now, with a much different side to face for this last 10 minutes. It's a little flick forward.
Oh.
Good skill again as Charleston forced to defend into their penalty box. There's a foul on Portillo by Eddie Johnson. It'll be a free kick for the Battery.
That's just an intelligent play there from a first-year guy out of college, Justin Portillo. Feels a little bit of contact, knows not much is going on in terms of options. Goes down, earns the foul, and buys himself a little bit of space.
Ramos drives it forward. Cordovez wins the header, but it's all the way back to Willis. And I would imagine some of these Battery players are feeling the effects of this game now, the ones that have played from the beginning. They haven't had much time together, just a week of pre-season, as Avery has a run at Christian, and he's got a bit of pace about him. Shrugs off Christian, into the box it goes, and it'll be a throw-in for the Battery on this near side. Just trying to get round the corner there. Mueller with a touch. Van Schaik can't control it. De Leon. And all the way back to Ramos. United with possession midway up inside the half. Good touch there. It's wide to the far side. There's still a few minutes remaining here at Blackboard Stadium. It's 1-0 to DC United as Eddie Johnson pings it out wide. United will have a spell of possession here.
Well, for a team that has been struggling scoring goals over the past season, and even in this preseason, it was the game against Houston that they scored their first goals of the preseason, the first two. They're going to want to attack until the 90 minutes is up, and especially with the front line out there, Ben Olsen getting a chance to see how his boys perform later on, gearing up towards the preseason. The Charleston Battery with a little opportunity here off the set piece.
It's a corner kick for the Charleston Battery and a chance for them here. See if they can get someone on the end of it and cause this DC United starting 11 some problems. Is it Portillo over there to take it? It's whipped in. It's not a bad ball. It's, again, he fluffed his lines a little bit, Willis. He just let that one out of his fingers, but he gets away with it. It comes out to this near side. And in his defense, it is a very kind of a wet night out there, misting in with rain. Charleston with the throw-in. They need to be careful on the counter, the Battery, as the ball comes in. It is cleared away. And now passed away to De Leon. Espindola. No foul there. Oh, yes, says the referee. There is a foul. Took his time with the whistle. Free kick, United.
I was in no rush to call that for the last few times, but impressive stuff from the man in the middle, allowing the physical play to carry on both ends of the field, and it's been all out a well officiated game.
United with possession, midway up inside their half. No real pressure on the ball as Christian comes across to this near side. Now it's chipped forward, Falvey underneath it. Here's Van Schaik. Time to look up. He plays it square to Portillo, and now Ruggles invited to join in from the left back position. He plays it long. Avery gives chase. He gets there first.
Not much.
Appeals for handball, for offside rather, not given. It's Avery who chips it square. There's no one in the middle, and it'll run away for a goal kick.
Yeah, was not offered any support there. Avery, as he fought his way into the box, gained possession, and looked up, saw not one single teammate in the box, and disappointing to see, although with Cordovez playing him through, he was going to be a little late trailing into the box, but
clipped away by Willis. Avery underneath it. The header comes awkwardly away, though, and it's Eddie Johnson for DC United. Now Nick De Leon. Espindola clips it back to the halfway line. Christian will drive it across to the far side. United again just content to possess here with Christian on the left side. He plays it up to Espindola. Johnson. Back to Christian. Out to Franklin on the right side. Charleston really not getting too much pressure on the ball at all. You could sense the weariness in some of these players. With a couple of minutes remaining. There's still time, I suppose, for an equaliser if they can get hold of the ball. I'm sure that's what the home fans are thinking as Espindola comes to collect it at the halfway line. Johnson trying to time his run. He was offside, I think. Flag stayed down and played forward by the Battery. And quickly won back by United. Throw in Charleston. Mueller sends it long for Cordovez, the Cuban striker. Just enough to earn his side an attacking throw-in.
I can only imagine the damage that he put on some of those indoor stadiums across the country with that left foot of his. Absolutely blistering pace behind his shot.
Hasn't really shown too much of that yet tonight. We'll see if he gets a chance. Here comes the throw-in. It's a good flat throw into the near post. And this time, oh, he punches it again, the keeper. Chance for Mueller to cross. And takes an awkward deflection at the near post. And it'll be a corner for the Battery, who will have a chance here in the late going to pull level.
Oh, Joe Willis must be driving his coach Ben Olsen to bits over here on this near side touchline, because
you'd think for a big man he'd be able to catch it, but he just hadn't fancied it. Here comes the corner into the near post. This time, safe hands from Willis. That's more like it. And it's a good throw out to set De Leon away on this near side. The chase is on.
Cordovez getting all the way back.
Well, Cordovez fouls there. There was really no need for it because Ruggles was across on the cover and De Leon was never going to catch up to that. But as it is, United will get a free kick.
I think it was all, he knew all too well what he was doing there, Cordovez, just trying to interrupt the break as much as possible and tried to avoid the card, but really with 88 minutes left in the second to last game of the tournament, not much in terms of danger there getting booked.
Mueller in quickly on De Leon, gets the tackle in, throw in DC United. Christian plays it to Espindola, all the way back now to Willis.
Certainly you can tell a difference in the first and second team as you look just at the movement and the fluid nature of the ball movement here for United. Is offside called on Eddie Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson coming from an offside position to win that header. It's a free kick for Charleston. Espindola arguing the toss with the referee, I guess, on the position of the free kick. Charleston are going to have to just launch this, I think. They're still looking for an equaliser here, the Battery. To their credit, here comes the delivery from Foul.